An average golf membership is going to cost you right around $1,000 to $5,000. Now we're going to be bringing you those top 10 most expensive golf memberships you can find currently. And of course, we have a list of those top 10. So let's get us started off at number 10, where we're headed to California, an expensive state nonetheless, where initiation fees at the Madison Club cost $200,000. Now, if you're looking, and that's just to get in the door, we're going to go through initiation fees, we're going to go through what do you got to kind of offer in this place, and then the annual fees, which no one kind of wants to talk about. The annual fees here is $33,000 a year. That's insane. And that just starts us off on this list. Now you got access to the golf club, golf course, wellness center, restaurants, golf club, and other activities. The course is listed as a parkland style course, par 72, stretching 7,426 yards with a slope of 131 and a rating of 74.9. Now, where we're headed to Atlanta, Georgia, for an interesting golf club, Cherokee Town and Country Club. Initiation fees again are at an estimated $200,000. Annual fees drop down to about $7,500 per year, but you have all these other fees associated with the golf club. Now we do kind of put locality into play with this. But for the most part, this is our number 9 golf course. You have full access to the golf club, tennis courts, and other unknown amenities. Interesting. There's 17 tennis courts to choose from, 3 swimming pools, and it's an expensive golf club, beautiful golf course here with some of that footage. The course was built by Joe Lee in 1956 as bentgrass green, Bermuda grass fairway, stretches 6,578 yards for a slope of 133. And it's going to move us now at number 8, where we're headed to the great state of New York. Now this is more of a hard golf course to even get in and become a member, but if you do have the opportunity to, you're spending $200,000 to start you off. That's an estimated, it's probably a little bit higher. Now the annual fees are unknown, and that's typical when you get to some of these elite golf courses. Now we're going to estimate about $10,000 to $15,000 to get us off there. You have full access to the golf club and other unknown amenities, which is typical for some of these private golf clubs that are located in suburbs just outside New York City. The club was founded back in 1921 by a few members of the New York Athletic Club, a private social athletic club. Now if you want to spend that $200,000, you got an opportunity to play this course. Now you will get 2 golf courses, 36 holes to choose from. We're going to go with the West course here to make our list. It's Robert Trent Jones Senior Course, bentgrass greens and fairways, open year-round, stretching 7,426 yards. Hosted a bunch of major tournaments that you might know, and it has a slope of 141. It's a hard golf course. It's not recommended to walk this course, but when you're putting out that much money, you better go get a nice golf cart. Now let's look at number 7 on this top 10 of golf list. We're not going to go too far because we're headed over to a little sneaky island that no one wants to talk about. That is the Fisher Island Club. It's estimated $250,000 to get you started here with the initiation fees and an annual cost of $20,330. Now you got access to a private beach, which is nice, pool, spa, wellness center, private margaritas, and also the golf course and a theater. Interesting. And it looks like some sort of there's a lot of stuff going on over here that none of us might. If you get the chance to play this course, give us a shout because this one looks interesting. This link style golf course stretches 6,544 yards with a slope of 143 to par 72 and a rating of 71.8. The course was built in 1926 and has a lot of other amenities that you might want to take a look at. Now, let's get into number 6 here. We're headed to Montana, the great state, the big state of Montana, where the Yellowstone Golf Club is located. Now, this is interesting because it's one of the only places that has a golf course and a ski resort close to it. And you're going to spend a ton of money for those amenities. Association fees are $300,000 and annual fees cost $36,000. Now, you got access to the golf club and all these other amenities. And let's talk about that golf club. Out there in Big Sky Country, this course stretches 7,166 yards, has a slope of 142 and a rating of 72.6. The course was built in 2005 and there's not much footage outside of those. Let's zoom into a course cutting our list in half, where initiation fees are a little bit over $300,000. Located in Indian Wells, California, annual fees cost $28,000. You have access to the golf club, golf course, tennis courts, spa, wellness center, and restaurants. But most importantly, it's a gem of a course, stretching a little bit over 7,000 yards at 7,080 yards with a slope of 138 and a rating of 74.5. This par 72 link style golf course was built in 1980, has bentgrass green, and was built by famous golf architect Tom Fazio. So it's a challenging course, you know it. Well, that's going to move us now to 4 more golf courses with millions of dollars at stake here. Let's zoom on in to Trump National Golf Club, located in New Jersey. Estimated initiation fee a little over $350,000. Now, the annual fee is unknown. It's recorded to be a little bit lower than planned. With some of these courses, it typically happens that way when demand becomes a little too much. What you get is full access to the golf club, other amenities, and just an overall beautiful golf course. There's 36 holes to choose from here. Now, the championship course, the course that's in the tournaments, that stretches at the back tees 7,721 yards. It has a par 72 and its slope is 151. The course was built in 2004 and built again by Tom Fazio. His pockets run deep. That is going to move us into the top 3 now. The top 3 most expensive golf courses. We're headed to Augusta National, where this course makes our list. Well known. Now, things get a little dicey with the initiation fee. I've heard $250, but it's been recorded at about $500,000 at $500,000. Annual fees go for an estimated $30,000. You get access to the golf club, snacks, restaurants, and a ton of other huge amenities that we would never find ourselves in on this channel. And it's got a ton of tradition, as you can imagine, here at Augusta National, if you are a member, if you're lucky enough to even fall on that list. The course stretches 7,445 yards with a slope of 145 and a rating of 76.2. It's a challenging course. It's a par 72. Opened to play in 1933, the course by Bobby Jones, who built it. Robert Trent Jones put some big updates in the 1950s, and we saw updates consistently with changes to the greens. Now we're looking at number 2. We're headed just outside New York City, believe it or not, for our number 2 golf course. Liberty National Golf Club makes our list, where initiation fees go for $450,000 to $500,000. Located in Jersey City, New Jersey. The annual fees for this golf course are right at an estimated $25,000. You have access to a boat, a spa, restaurant, a helicopter pad, which is interesting, and maybe even a helicopter associated with it. Some of these fees, it looks like it's going to. Let's most importantly, let's talk about that golf course at Liberty National Golf Club. Well, it stretches along 7,387 yards. It's challenging. It's a slope of 156, and it's a park link style course. It with a rating of 77.7. The par 72 was built in 2006 by Bob Cupp, and it's got a ton of other amenities. As we move in to the number 1 golf course, if you've made it this far, take a look at some of our other top 10 golf courses videos. We do everything golf course related, whether it's your state, your country, or just some fun facts and strange golf courses. Let's take a look at our number 1 golf course, the most expensive course in the world, and we're spinning all the ways to China. Well, there is the most expensive golf course to be a member, at least on paper. And why? Because it's estimated initiation fees at over $1 million, and the annual fees are completely unknown. I read about $150,000 for some people. Now, the footage of the golf course is pretty interesting. I think it's very secluded. You have access to the golf course, golf clubs, and other major amenities. There's only 20 members, so you get pretty much everything in this golf club. That's an important note for that $1 million initiation fee. For the golf course, well, it stretches 6,894 yards. The course has a slope of 121 and a rating of 71.1. It's the type of course that has clearly more workers than country club members, and you'll have all the amenities needed. You're going to shove out a lot of money. The course is not too old. It was built in 2012 by Bill Coors, and it's got a ton of amenities, driving range, lockers, everything that needs you. It's got a house for you to stay in, so it's got a ton of amenities. It's arguably right there on the beach. You got access to the private beach, golf course. It's a little bit of a drive if you're looking to fly out there and become a member, but it does make our #1 most expensive golf membership in the world. Now, if we missed something, if there's something that you disagree with, let us know in the comments below. We're using your comments to make updates to these videos. We're going to make updates. We're going to look at these videos periodically and come back, use your comments, and make another one. And it'll be better, trust me, because these videos only improve over time. But most importantly, that's going to do it for our list. Keep a lookout for more videos to come. And if you're not watching golf, at least go out and play some golf. This is
Go fly.
World Twilight Golfer.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.